It started like any other forgotten stream on the darkest edge of the internet. No title, no thumbnail, just a sudden notification and a blank flickering screen. But at exactly 2:03 a.m., the static gave way to a sickening image. A woman strapped to a chair, motionless, her head wrapped in wires that pulsed faintly with light. Her eyes were wide open, bloodshot, terrified, but locked in place, as if something was holding her mind hostage. Then came the sound, a high-pitched whine, almost like a modem, but buried beneath it was screaming, raw, guttural, inhuman. Not the kind of scream you make when you're in pain, the kind you make when something ancient is inside you, and you're trying to scream it out. The feed vanished 3 minutes later, but not before 512 people watched it, and something changed in every single one of them. The screen cut to black. For a moment, it felt like the stream had ended, until the silence was broken by a sharp, glitching jolt, like a corrupted file trying to scream. Then it appeared, a title card, flickering violently, as if it were alive. The words stuttered across the screen like a virus crawling through your brain. Neurohex, the brain-hacking ritual. Letters bent unnaturally, forming strange angles and sigils before snapping back into place. No intro music, no voice. Just that cursed name, hanging in digital purgatory as if daring you to say it out loud. And in that instant, some viewers swore they felt it, something shifting behind their eyes. A presence, watching them back through the screen. They call it an urban legend, but it spreads like a virus, passed in whispers through late-night forums, buried threads, and encrypted voice chats. Neurohex isn't a program you download. It's a ritual, a sequence of auditory triggers, symbols hidden in code, and neurological patterns designed to slip past your conscious mind. The theory? Somewhere between science and sorcery, someone discovered how to reprogram the human brain, not with surgery or chemicals, but with syntax, a cursed algorithm encoded with ancient patterns capable of unlocking something or someone inside you. On the surface, it looks like just another cognitive enhancement experiment, but those who've studied it long enough start muttering the same phrase. It's not software, it's a summoning. The first confirmed case was a neuroscience student at a private research university. Brilliant, obsessive, and barely sleeping. Her name was Mia Tran, and she had been working on a thesis about memory expansion through brainwave entrainment. But something changed after she accessed a hidden Neurohex archive on a restricted server. Security footage shows her returning to the lab night after night, whispering to herself, headphones glued to her ears, drawing strange circuit-like patterns across the whiteboards, symbols no one recognized. On the 7th night, they found her in the lecture hall. Her nails were torn, her scalp was bleeding. She had tried, desperately, to dig the thoughts out. Scrawled in her own blood across the floor were the words, "It's not my mind anymore." The Neurohex code doesn't look like any conventional script. It's a labyrinth of logic gates, looping audio cues, and fragments of dead languages woven into the syntax. Hackers who've glimpsed it say it feels alive, like it's watching you as you read. Lines of code bleed into ancient Latin phrases, anatomical diagrams of the brain, and geometric patterns that echo occult sigils. But the most disturbing part? The code pulses, literally. EEG scans show that just looking at it causes synchronized brain activity across regions linked to memory, fear, and identity. It's not just programming, it's priming. Neurohex doesn't execute on your device. It runs on you. And once the sequence begins, there's no undo command, only a whisper that loops endlessly in your mind. You are the interface. It started small, just odd behavior. Viewers of the original Neurohex stream reported blackouts, lost time, and vivid dreams they couldn't wake from. But soon, it escalated. A man in Tokyo stood motionless in a crosswalk for 6 hours, eyes unblinking. A woman in Berlin recited pages of binary code in his sleep. Across continents, reports emerged of people staring into mirrors for days, claiming they no longer recognized the thing looking back. Then came the violence, unprovoked, precise, as if orchestrated by something calculating. Every one of them had watched the same footage, the same 3 minutes. Now they were transmitting something through their actions, their eyes, their silence. It wasn't a virus in the digital sense. It was a mental contagion, a ritual that had taken root in the flesh. There's one copy of the stream left, buried deep in an archive, mislabeled, encoded with layers of encryption meant to keep it hidden or contained. But every so often a version leaks. Just a few seconds. Just enough to plant the seed. A black screen, a single play button, and a cursor hovering over it, trembling. Some say if you even think about clicking it, the ritual begins, not with sound or symbols, but with awareness. Because Neurohex doesn't need to be watched in full. It only needs your attention, your curiosity. That moment when your mind opens even slightly, that's when it enters. So if you're still watching this, ask yourself, are you the viewer or the next host? Please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more videos.